Welcome to the last round of pool play action here at the Elite Invites in Leuven. I'm Ravi Vasudevan, proud here to bring you this matchup between Iceni from London, the UK, and Yaka from Noisy-le-Sec, just outside of Paris from France. Just as with all games, we have two high-powered teams here at the Elite Invite, the top 8 from Europe in each division coming together. Teams having interesting starts so far. Both teams dropping games to Jinx, while Yaka has beaten Box from Vienna 15-8, and Iceni actually lost to Box 15-13 in the last round. So Iceni's sitting here looking for their first win. Yaka hoping to get their second and shore up that second place in the pool. Now, in normal circumstances, these teams might be taking this game a bit differently. You know, it's Elite Invite. You're going to get into bracket play no matter what. Maybe we'll throw even lines out there. But we know that the EUCS ranking system is now in full effect. And that means that every point in every game is going to count for whether you qualify for EUCF or not, which, of course, these teams maybe aren't so worried about that. But it could determine where you get seated in the tournament. So both teams definitely still going to be fighting for every point, even if they're up or down in this one. So it looks like we're going to have Iceni here in white and Yaka in red. We're here with the hybrid setup. There are 4 field setups here at the Elite Invite. One other stream will have full Ulti-TV production on the ground with on-site commentary. This one we have Ulti-TV production with remote commentary. And there's also 2 VO streams, one with remote commentary and one that's commentary free. So we have every level of quality here offered to you. But that's really the great thing about that is we basically have almost every game of the whole tournament on stream here at Solid Sports at live.ultimatefederation.eu. So it looks like Iceni is going to start on offense and Yaka will start on defense as Yaka gets ready to pull. Noticing from earlier stats and watching an earlier game of Iceni, the main thing that Yaka is going to have to figure out is how are they going to limit Fiona Kwan. She's been extremely involved in every offensive point for Iceni, and we'll see what Yaka can do to slow things down. So far doing a great job pushing Iceni back, and there's an errant throw, and Yaka has an early chance for a break. So it seems like Iceni started in a side stack there. Yaka shut down every single cut and eventually even made the dump very difficult. That one pass went back, but now Yaka with a chance to get a break. Swing across. Up the field, looking into the end zone now. Good time to chant for end zone offense here. Iceni doing a good job of shutting everything down, but Yaka playing calmly. Just dumping and resetting back and forth, waiting for the option to materialize. It's Chloe Olivier with the disc. Inside shot, looked like it might have been a little undercooked, but they come away with it. Another inside pass for the score, and Yaka get a break to start things off 1-0. Ladies from Noisy-le-Sec. Yeah, that's the pass that I thought might have had a chance to be defended. But here, just brilliant patience and a nice low step into that inside break. Beautiful stuff from Yaka. They go up 1-0 against Iceni. Really tough pressure there from the Yaka defense. Iceni really had no options, and we'll see if they're going to be able to respond. It can be a bit tough, getting a little rattled, coming out and facing a defense like that. I'm guessing against box, they might have had a bit of an easier time. And now going up against the Red Army, you see Iceni now walking to the end zone. It's Coach Jamie Rabbits. Did his first try at commentary at the EUICC last year. Out there coaching Iceni now. Let's see how Iceni respond to that break. Again, a break is one thing, but they were completely shut down, so we will see. See the likes of Maman Babikan and Paula Bass, two-star players coming out for this Yaka side. The Yaka happy to keep throwing their lines out there. Typically, French women's teams especially don't usually throw strict O&D lines. They have a set of different lines they'll cycle through. So we'll see if they continue with that here. There's the shot deep. Elbas on the chase, but it's nicely gobbled up. Nice switching from Yaka to get things settled on their defensive side. Iceni just outside the end zone, pops it in for the score. And that's the first hold. Great response there from Iceni after getting broken and the first point. Here you see that shot go up. Palabas looks like she might get position, but well taken down by Iceni. And there's the pop in for the score. One apiece. Yaka still up one break, though. Now get the first chance to see Yaka starting out on offense. The last line that came out was very, very strong. Of course, that was the defensive line, but their offense was very patient. Took them a while to generate something in the end zone, but didn't manage to force anything that whole time. And made that score look easy. Now they're going to have to work the full field, though. And we'll see what Iceni's D-line has in store for the Noisy-le-Sec women. Looks like a bit of an arrowhead zone from Iceni. We'll see how Yaka respond. Now swinging across with four handlers. And an errant pass gives Iceni a short field. Can they break back right away? Ooh, almost an errant throw, but great pickup by Iceni. It's Chang-Li Wu with the grab, and she overthrows it and gives the disc right back to Yaka. Squandered opportunity for Iceni. We're going to get a look at that layout again. It's a great grab. A bit of conservation of greatness on the throw afterwards. I think that's Knudsen with the disc, the Danish player for Yaka. Looking for anything to scuba across the field, and it works out. I think that's Mabikan Diasen. with the disc. See this four-person cup of Iceni just trying to smother Yaka on the sideline, but giving a lot of space for that pop pass. There, the blade goes around the side, and what a layout grab by Knudsen. I think Iceni is trying to melt into person-person defense. Bit of a errant pass, but it still gets collected there by Lemercier. Here's shouts for backhand. They're trying to force Yaka towards this sideline, and that pass just outside of the reach of, I think that's Swan Lacoste Lefebvre. And Iceni will pick up. Iceni goes up the line and now has the full field to work with. A little bit more difficult opportunity, but still one that they could get that break back. Yaka still up that one break. First point of the game. Big long pass up the line, but it's going to be too far, and Yaka get the disc back again. Iceni coming back into that 1-3 zone that goes into a full cup when they get to the sideline. I think they're going to want to apply it here, but can't do it in time as the blade comes across the top. And Yaka get the disc back in the middle. We hear yells to melt as the disc gets into Mabak Yassen. Rikke Knudsen puts it into the end zone, and that score. Chloe Olivier picks it up, and Yaka go up 2-1. A couple opportunities there for Iceni, but they cannot capitalize, and Yaka hold on to their lead as they're still up one break in this game. As I said before, this is the part of the European Ultimate Club Series. Teams are trying to fight for their ranking points. This is Yaka's first tournament, first appearance in this series. Iceni, though, was at the Spring Tour in London and came into this tournament ranked 4th in Europe with a 6-0 record, winning the London Spring Tour. But taking a couple losses here when we get to the Elite Invite, so they might drop a couple places in the ranking. We'll have to see on Monday exactly how that goes. Here we see the blade across with the amazing grab from Rikke Knudsen. Danish star. It's been on Yaka for a couple seasons now. And she and Mabak Yassen were really doing a lot of the work to get through that Iceni zone. The last pop in for Chloe Olivier, and the score is 2-1. So as I said, Iceni ranked 4th place, in a pretty good position to qualify for the EUCF. But Yaka entering themselves into the ranking for the first time. We'll see where they end up when all the dust is settled at the end of the weekend. So Yaka coming into person-person defense, and that disc just a little too hot. And Aline Mondiaux, the talisman of Yaka for many, many years, picks the disc up immediately and gets things going for Yaka. Back to Mondiaux. Got Zenz to Babikian. Blade to the middle. Oh, a shot a bit too far for Babikian. She lays out as she often does, but cannot hold on to that one. Iceni with a chance to hold again. You see again, Iceni's cutter's not able to generate very much movement. It's all going through the handlers here, as Yaka doing an incredible job of shutting down whatever cutting patterns that Iceni's trying to throw at them. There's finally a gainer up the field to a cutter. Big shot in the end zone. There's a lot of space there. Babikian's on the chase, but it's caught by Yasmin Gill. And Iceni even it up at 2-2. Still down a break, though. Yaka getting the first break of the game. Great shot. The blading into the middle of the field. Impossible for any defender to get there, even the athletic figure of Babikian on the chase. Just taking a look at the stats for Yaka and who's leading the charge. Maria Castillo, actually, who I think has not done much this game, there with 1 assist and 6 goals to her name. Caroline Tisson, also with quite a lot of stats, 5 assists, 0 goals. Also haven't seen her do much so far. But the stat leader here is Paula Boss. They have 8 assists and 1 goal. So we'll see how they integrate into this game coming in later. After the next point, I will try to open up the chat. Right now, I haven't opened that up yet, but I'll try to open that up so I can respond to if people have any questions or want to interact with the stream in any way. Solid Sport has a nice chat feature. But now we got Yaka on offense. Very spread out, looking to generate a lot of space for their cutters. And you see big difference between Yaka and Iceni, where Yaka is able to generate big gainers to start off, and Iceni had to grind with their handlers before anything opened up. It'd be a bit of a athletic mismatch on downfield offense and defense. Yaka with the upper hand there. Upfield pass, but I think it's going to be out of bounds. Oh no, it's called in. Hard to see from here. Great footwork as Swan Lacoste Lefebvre pulls in that goal for Yaka. They keep their lead 3-2. Let's see if I can load up the chat here. Interact with some of you fine folks back home. Oh, nothing in the chat so far. Feel free if you're in there to say hi. I'm sure we've got fans from the UK and fans from France tuning in. Fans from everywhere that just want to see these two high-level women's teams play against each other here at the Elite Invites. Hosted by the European Ultimate Federation. So the assist there came from Elise Becker, her second assist of the game. As the pull goes up for Iceni. It's going to be starting in a horizontal stack formation. One cutter just shot off deep. Nobody really generating an undercut, but Yaka coming out with this sort of wall zone the French love to implement. Just forcing Iceni to swing it back and forth, hoping something goes awry. We hear some yells. I think Yaka going into person-to-person defense now. Forcing away. And there the flick goes up into the end zone all alone. There was Lin Din Chiang, who catches the goal. So that's 3-3, equalized. Yaka still up that one break. Iceni handling that zone very well, just taking those big swings to generate yardage, and then eventually, when things open up and Yaka change and transition into person-to-person defense, immediately taking that open shot, as I think there must have been some switch of mismatch, given how open Lin Din Chiang it was for that point. That was Hanabadi with that assist on that point. 3-3 the score, but Yaka up that one break. See some love in the chat from Maddie Leon. Mabak and Yasin just completely unmarked there, but I think Iceni's going into another type of zone, slightly different than the one we saw before, but still I think trying to trap on that sideline. So far, Yaka handling it very well. You see Iceni's giving that swing to the sideline completely free because that's exactly where they want Yaka to put the disc. So far forcing a lot of passes of Yaka. Yaka haven't really been able to generate much field position so far with any of them. Now they finally swung to the other side of the field. We'll see if that opens things up. Still just little pop passes. As Iceni have melted into match defense. Yasin finds a nice shot in the middle of the field. Pick called on the field. The Yaka seems to be organizing themselves into a vertical stack to move for this last part of the field. It's a very common tactic to start in a sort of spread offense, but then when things get close to the end zone, go to vert. Seen that used a lot. Inside shot to no one, and Iceni get a chance for a break. Nice inside pass to get things going. Great gainer up the line. Another up the line pass. And Mark does not get there in time, which allows this big break to open the whole field up for Iceni, and they have a golden opportunity. High release into the end zone, and it works out. Iceni get a break, and they've put it back on serve, but there's a pick called. Lots of biceps flexing in the winds. Disc tap back in. Wu here with the disc. Nice movement from Iceni as that one is going to count, and they get that break. It is 4-3 for Iceni. We're back on serve here at the Elite Invites Women's Division. Just love this timing of that cut to the break space. A little bit late. You always want to be a little late on your break side cuts like that. If you're too early, you're really hard to hit. With that late timing, it makes it very easy for the thrower to put it into space. And Yaka get that score. Sorry, Iceni get that score. So Yaka getting broken for the first time. We'll see how they respond to that pressure in the game. I always say the first break's the hardest one. When offenses are clicking, it can be really, really hard to take one off them. But once you take the first one out, then you put a little bit of doubt into that offensive team. But as I said, I don't think Yaka are really throwing O-lines out there. This looks like a pretty different set of personnel than the last point. So maybe that mentality of the game doesn't work as well when Yaka has a totally different way of running subs than most teams. Paula Bass and Aline Mondiaux working together. Been playing with each other for a long time. Mondiaux with the throw up the line. Is that one going to stay in? Yes, it does. And that's Rodriguez with the disc, who had a great toe work. And pop into Bobby Khan for the score. And that just shows you the expansive throws that Aline Mondiaux can put out there to totally open things up. It looks like Iceni had a nice defensive set, but when discs in Mondiaux's hands, anything can happen. Here we see the last couple passes. There's the pass into Zenz, into Babikian. But I would love it if we can get a little replay on the previous throw of Mondiaux to Rodriguez. But maybe we're not going to get that one for you. But you can always go back. Watch it back yourself. And here we're going to go. Mondiaux on the sideline, clamped down with so many defenders. And that throw just opened everything up. And it looked like it was going to go out. But Rodriguez does so well to toe it in. Great stuff. Great throw and great catch. (4-4), one break each here in this game. Pull from Yaka. It's up to around the brick mark as they come back out with this three-person wall. Somebody left their assignment as the throw goes deep. Is she going to be able to get there? No. Not in time, outside of the reach of Erin McCready. And Yaka get a chance to get their break. Here's signs for apla. That means flat, which means they are coming out in horizontal stack. So Yaka starting from coffin corner in that horizontal stack. Let's see what kind of play they're going to run. There we see sort of slash cut from the side, deep cut from the third, and then under from the second. None of those cuts worked out, though, and the third one, who went deep originally, had to come all the way back just for kind of a tiny reset pass. Disc swung around. Yep, dive to the ground. It sounded like a bit of a painful landing. I think the catch was good, but maybe something happened to the shoulder there. Hope everybody's okay. Looks like she's getting up on her own accord, which is always good. And she's going to call a turnover. So it appears she did not control the disc the whole way through and is also not coming off the field. Injuries being called. I think there's some confusion as to whether or not she should continue to have the disc because she got injured during the catch. The question was, should she have enough control to call that a full catch? No, it's just going to be called a turnover. No, it's going to be called a catch. Okay. So it appears that there was a catch and then enough to be called a catch, then an injury, and then the disc was dropped. So disc will be back in Yaka's hands. Nice inside pass. Oh, lovely shot into the end zone there. Chloe Olivier with another goal to her name. But what a great pass as Yaka take that disc. Great presence of mind by Olivier to jump that one in. As that's a break for Yaka, 5-4. It's such a long point with the injury. I forgot who started on 0 there. So that's a big point for Yaka as they retake the lead and are now up 1 break. Seems there's a timeout on the field. Don't know exactly who took the timeout, but I'll also take a quick timeout. I'll be back with you in a moment.
Yes, he will. The lovely did.
Welcome back to the Elite Invite here with Iceni versus Yaka in the women's division. Yaka up 5-4 and up 1 break as they did start the game on defense. Looking around division, seeing some of the live scores, I do see that Moon Cup is up 5-3 on East Block from the Czech Republic. Moon Cup, of course, from Brussels. East Block getting an early win against BFD Shout, the reigning European champs, shocking everybody, but now seeing themselves down against the Belgians, so Pool A in the women's division looking all kinds of crazy. BFD Shout up 6-2 also in that pool. Then here in this pool, Jinx Midnight from Berlin up 7-2 against Box from Vienna. Iceni now back with the disc under this Yaka defensive pressure. Iceni's cutting a little bit out of sorts, a bit of a blob, but now managing that nice inside shot. Great pass there from, I believe that was Hannah Body, into the end zone, and Iceni get another point. That's Hannah Young. Hannah to Hannah for the score. That's a difficult throw by Hannah Body. Great stuff from Iceni. They even things up 5-5. I'm really curious how that Moon Cup East Block game is going on. Of course, all of you back home have the luxury to watch all 4 of these games here on Solid Sport. So you can go and channel surf your way around and even pick which commentator you want to listen to if you want to have all 4 going on a big screen somewhere. Hopefully you pick me. That disc went out very early, so I think that Yaka might not even break it. Or maybe they will. So Iceni coming out with another zone look here with the arrowhead. They did this earlier in the game. I think Yaka handled it okay. Typically, when they ran this before, what they're looking to do is be very loose up until you get to the sideline and then put a trap cup on you. They're doing that again here. But they still allow a lot of space for crashes through, coming from the back or coming from behind. And that's exactly what Yaka is using. They just kind of pop through that big space. And right now it's just completely not giving any trouble to Yaka as they moved all the way to their attacking brick mark and then the score into Carolina Mabakondiason for the score. 6-5, Yaka still with their 1-break lead. And you see Yaka doing exactly what Iceni tried to get them to do, which is they push themselves into the sideline. But that cup needs to adapt a bit more once somebody's in there to crash in to not make those give-and-go passes so easy, because that was, yeah, quite easy for Yaka, really. So the women from Noisy-le-Sec up 6-5. Here at the Elite Invites. If Yaka win this game, I believe they're quite cemented in for at least second place. By the look of things, Jinx, Midnight are up quite big on box, so it's very likely that Jinx will take the pool, as they have not yet lost and they are up quite big. If Yaka lose this game, there would be a 3-way tie with Iceni and box. All teams going 1 and 2, and then we have to do some triangle math to see who goes where. All teams, of course, advancing to the quarterfinals. There's only 8 teams at this tournament, so in that sense, things aren't so worrisome for your exact results. But, of course, every game still counting for the EUCS ranking. There, Mon Dieu, taking advantage of the slight drop, and, oh, just undershot Babikian there, as she was already well past that disc when it went off. So Yaka squandered an opportunity to take a 2-point lead, give the disc back to Iceni. But as I was saying, it's not just about where you position yourself in the pool, where you get in the bracket. It's this game counts for your ranking. So teams got to play it hard, even if you're up, even if you're down. Got to limit that point differential or expand it, depending where you are. There's no time to rest here in these EUCS ranking games. Nice big swing from Iceni. Pop to the middle of the field. And there we get some movement into the cutters. And now Iceni are moving very, very well through this Yaka defense. Shot to the end zone, and it's good. That's another score there. Kat Pope here from Iceni, scoring 1. 6-6, equalized. Yaka still up 1 break. Squandered an opportunity for taking it to 7-5. And as it is now, we'll have to come out on offense to hold on to their lead. Really tight one here between the British ladies and the French. We'd love to see this here at the Elite Invite. Top 8 teams from each division coming together to battle it out for both ranking points, the tournament itself, and of course, winner of this tournament gets a wild card, meaning they are guaranteed a spot at the EUCF. Don't need to worry about their ranking that much. Had some questions before about what else is required of a wildcard team. Well, you do still have to get your 10 games in, so you cannot go to the EUCF if you don't have 10 ranked games. So even whether you win a wildcard or not. So that requirement's not gone for the winner, and the winner does not guarantee themselves a 1 seed or anything like that. Seeding will still be determined by the EUCS ranking. All winning this does is guarantee you a spot at the EUCF. For the rest, you're treated just like any other team. Yaka here starting with a split stack. Play completely shut down by Iceni, so you have to go to the reset system. So far working well. Pick called, that one's going to go back. Let me know in the chat, anybody, if you have anyone you want me to shout out. Any fans there rooting for any team here at Solid Sport? Nice give-go movement from Yaka, but just, oh, that's the... Oh, it was caught! Incredible presence of mind there by Le Mercier. Shot to the end zone, and that one's going to be D'd up once and twice there by Tessa Yalink. And yeah, here you see that pass came off, tipped backwards to the thrower. And of course, as long as it touches somebody else, you are allowed to catch it, even if that person's on your own team. And there we see the defensive play there by Yalink. Iceni coming in a vert stack here off the sideline. Yaka surrounding it. Looking to shut down every cut. So far they've managed to do so, forcing Iceni into their reset structure. Iceni, 4 or 5 passes in, have not moved it forward very much. And again, Iceni just swinging it back and forth. Now a little bit of a throw upfield. Bit of a bosh from the defender, but played on, inside pass. Can that break things open here for Iceni? Nice give-and-go movement from the handlers there. That's Yalink putting it into the end zone, but it's just too far for everyone. 3 bodies approaching it, but none able to grasp on. And unfortunate as Yalink got the D, played extremely well, but that shot just one of those shots that goes over the head of somebody, incredibly difficult to read, and gives the disc right back to Yaka. So we'll see how Yaka responds after that point. Swing pass on. A lot of biceps in the air, so pick will send the disc back. Nice inside pass. See Iceni yelling to get themselves into a match defense. Yaka not able to capitalize on the transition. Iceni doing a great job of getting on their people. That around pass looked a bit off, but just sends a defender flying. Stumble there from Yaka, but they have the disc now on their attacking brick mark. Looking with the round pass, that one's a bit high, but well collected. Waiting for another setup cut, but nothing seems to be coming, and there's a pick on the field. There you see the first cut there from, I think that might be Elise Becker. No, that was Jeanne Delaval, sorry. Then after she cleared out, no one really came to fill in. We'll see what kind of end zone play is run. Oh, there's a travel coming back on that big throw even earlier. Now the throw goes upfield as Yaka set in a deep vertical stack in the back of the end zone. Nice movement. The swing passes up, and that's a score for Yaka. I think that's Clara Matias with the goal. And that brings the score to 7-6 for the Noisy-le-Sec side. Again, Yaka will get offense after half. So if they trade out, they'll still be up that 1 break. It's 1 break to Yaka, 2 breaks to Yaka, 1 break to Iceni. A timeout is called here. Perhaps Yaka looking to put in a power line, try and get a defensive, do all they can to get this break, because if they can get this break coming in half, they'll be in a very commanding position after that. We'll be right back after these words for the conclusion of the first half here at the Elite Invite. back here. The score is 7-6. Yaka up on Iceni. Yaka coming out on D. Again, Yaka up 1 break here. If they can punch in 1 more break, they'll be up 8-6, and they will get offense on the second half.
15 seconds offense.
Iceni looking to punch in Galaxy Point, and then see what they can do to try and get the advantage back on their side. It's going to start with this hold. Yaka doing well to chase down there to stop even the first centering pass, though Iceni eventually gets it off. There's an errant swing, and Yaka with a chance here. They've got Mondio on the disc, always a good person to have on the turn. This is why Yaka doesn't really play O&D lines. They just have their strong players out, as all of them are. Palabas gets it to the middle. This is a great opportunity for Yaka. And they capitalize as Palabas puts it into the end zone for Maria Castillo, who has been quiet this game, but gets her first goal, I believe, of the game. And Yaka go up 8-6, taking half, and an even bigger advantage as they will start on O. You see the up the line from Palabas. They are an incredible athlete and exactly know what to do with the disc when they have it there. Gets it to Maria Castillo. Great stuff from Yaka as they take their lead 8-6. So we'll be back soon for second half action. Don't go anywhere here on Solid Sport.
Get there. Yes, he will. The lovely did.
All right, we're back here for the second half of this pool play matchup between Yaka from Noisy-le-Sec in red and Iceni from London, the UK, in white. Yaka's up 8-6 here, and we'll get to start on offense. I will quickly take a look at the other scores throughout this women's division, as there are games going on from all teams here. So BFD Shout up 13-2 against Jet Set Leuven. Commanding lead there. Moon Cup continue their lead over East Block, who were leading the pool before this game. We'll see what happens if we go into a three-way tie afterwards. They're up 9-6 against the Czechs. And the other game from this pool here, 13-3, Jinx up on Box. So this game definitely one of the ones to watch here on Solid Sport, but you can check them all out. Whichever team you're supporting, you can watch all their games here. But now Yaka start things off with Mondio to Bas, as Iceni come back out in this zone. This one a bit less of an arrowhead, more of a wall. Not trapping, a bit more of a contained zone. So Iceni throwing a couple different looks out there. We hear chants for patience from the sideline of Yaka. For those who don't speak French, patience is patience. You could probably figure that one out, though. Mondio. Yaka really exercising patience as they're just swinging it back and forth. Happy to lose yards, happy not to gain too much. Just waiting for some cracks to appear in this zone, though. Last few passes, they have not actually swung across the field very much at all. Just staying in this little, like, 3 meter by 3 meter square. Now finally they've moved it. Boss now has it in the middle. Nice pop by Mondio. Get things moving. Now Katharina Meisel with the disc. There's a swing pass from Boss. Looks like there was a chance for a D, but not done by Iceni. And Yaka now put it into the end zone. Boss shoots it, and it's caught. That is Irena Gociela Rodriguez with the score for Yaka. And they get 9-6. Definitely a good defensive stand by Iceni, but Yaka managed to punch it in and hold on to their lead. Extend their lead, rather. I believe it's the first time they've had a lead by 3 all game. There's a shot from Boss. We see Rodriguez go up extremely powerfully with 2 defenders on her. Bailey Melvin Tang, one of them, who is no slouch in the air. So great play there by Rodriguez. 9-6 now, Yaka up. Hoping to get as big of a lead as possible so that they can push themselves high as the ranking as possible so they can get that nice seeding at the EUCF. Again, I think most of these teams are pretty safe to qualify, but where you end up seated could help your chances in that tournament at the end of the season. So still got to keep fighting. Yaka with the pull here. Iceni coming into a horizontal stack again. But feeding right into this Yaka zone. As they throw the wall that... Similar wall to what Iceni threw, but I think this one even more of a contained zone. Happy to allow swings all day. Waiting for a mistake. That's a big throw, and it's popped off the hands. That's exactly what this zone wants. Is expecting that if you throw a bunch of passes, one of them is going to go awry. And there, that one does. See that high arcing disc? Just a little bit off target. A bit behind where the receiver was running to, and now Yaka with a chance to extend their lead even further. Jean de Laval, another great handler. Yaka full of incredible handlers. There, the shot goes into the end zone. There's a couple defenders on it, and that will be read better by the defenders. Throws a high pass, but that works out. Long shot. As Iceni is all alone there. That's Taylor. Gets it over to Body. Body puts it, swings it across. Nice. Yaka definitely on the back foot here. Nice shot there from Iceni as they punch that one in after the errant throw and make it 9-7. Keeping this one close are the women from London. That's Kat Pope with the assist. Pushing the disc in. So nice response there from Iceni. Keeping it 9-7. Yaka still with a bit of a lead. If Iceni want to come back in this game, it's going to take a bit of a mistake from Yaka. As I don't think Iceni has managed to really pressure get blocks, too many blocks so far against this Yaka O-line, but their zones have given Yaka a little bit of trouble. Have managed to get one break so far this game, I believe only the one, whereas Yaka has gotten quite a few more. So that's why Yaka's up by 2 right now. I think Yaka's actually had 3 breaks so far this game. Iceni's 1. Boss collects the low pull. Lady throw to Mondio, and just enough pressure there. I don't think there was any hands on it, but hit Mondio right away. But now Iceni with a chance to bring it to within 1. Anasovic with the disc. She throws it far. Is it too far? Yes, it is. And Babikyan's going deep immediately. Rasta's definitely going to boost it. What a throw and what a run. Rasta to Babikyan. Old Yaka versus new Yaka. And it's really hard to stop those two athletes when they're together. 10-7 the score. Just what a shot. I mean, I thought Babikyan went too early. But when you got a thrower like Rasta, Aline Mondio with the disc in her hand, she'll put it to you no matter where you are. Great run from Babikyan and great throw from Mondio. 10-7 the score here, Yaka versus Iceni. Shout have managed to close out the game 15-2 against Jet Set Leuven. That'll be good for Shout's ranking points. Moon Cup up 11-6 on East Block. That could really shake up the pool here. Do some quick math as Moon Cup... Let's see here. What did Moon Cup do against Shout? Moon Cup lost by 4 to Shout, so it's a +4 for Shout. East Block won by 2, so Shout's sitting there at +2. Moon Cup's sitting at a +5 right now. They'd have to score, they'd have to get one more to overcome Shout and even win the pool. That'd be wild if East Block beats Shout, but then might end up 3rd after everything in that pool A. Another tough shot there from Iceni and Yaka with a chance to extend their lead. Jinx Midnight up 14-4 against Box Vienna as well. Nice pass to Mabad Kondiasen. That's Delaval with the around pass to Knudsen. Knudsen and Delaval working well together. Shot into the end zone. There's going to be a lot of bodies there, and none bigger than Hannah Body, who will get the block. So Iceni get the disc back. Inside pass. Iceni have it on the sideline. They boost it downfield, but that one's going to sail out of bounds. Not sure exactly where it went out, but Yaka have another opportunity for a break. Moon Cup has extended their lead 12-6 on East Block. If they could win this game with a 6-point margin, I believe they win the pool and will put East Block in 3rd after winning against Shout. What a crazy turn of events. The ranking algorithm's going to have a hard time calculating this one out. But let's stay here with Yaka versus Iceni. Yaka hoping to extend a big lead here for their ranking points, and Iceni hoping to keep it close and maybe even take the lead back. Both teams battling it out. Iceni doing a great job shutting everything down, forcing a reset far backwards. Iceni just grinding up that sideline. Almost grinding all the way up to the end zone. Guessing up the line cut will come here. Now it'll come around. Give Go opens up that dump pass. Rika Knudsen with the disc in her hands. Looking for an option in the end zone. Doesn't like anything she sees. Gives and Goes is up the field, but just totally static from the Yaka cutters. Jean de Laval just pops it into the end zone, and Yaka do convert that break 11-7. Extend the lead one more here as the women from Noisy-le-Sec pulling away from the Brits. There's complete handler work here from Yaka as their cutters just staying out of the way, trusting Jean de Laval to make that nice cut. You see, fakes out the defender, says, I'm going to go up the line on this side of you, and Emma Healy bites for just a second, and then Jean de Laval curls around with the score. It seems that Iceni probably have taken a timeout, so we'll take a timeout here, go to an ad break. We'll be right back here to conclude this game here at the Elite Invite.
Get there. Yes, he will. The lovely did.
Okay, we're back here at the Elite Invite, 11-7. Yaka up on Iceni. The women from Noisy-le-Sec in red. Women from London in white. Yaka trying to cement their second place finish. But where they will, if they get that, they will face whoever comes third in the pool of Pool A in their quarterfinal. But it's crazy to see what that might be as right now Moon Cup is up 13-7 on East Block. Looked like East Block was going to win that pool, but the way things are going, who knows? So yet to see who Yaka will face in this one. And Iceni, if things keep going this way, will end up losing the pool and facing whoever wins the other pool, which again, yet to be seen who that's going to be. Could be Shout, could be East Block, could be Moon Cup. Low pass there from Iceni, and that's going to give Yaka another chance. Iceni just not playing consistently enough at this level, and Yaka punishing them for it. Paula Baas, the Dutch person, going over to pick up the disc, get things going for Yaka. Doesn't like the reset pass, pops it over the top. There's going to be a lot of bodies there. There's a catch. Is it inbounds? Yes, it is. There, Paula Baas streaks up line, and they're looking for a shot to the end zone. Don't see anything yet. Takes the pass, and there's a call on the play. Probably a fast count of sorts, I'm guessing. And then a violation or something. Shot around from Paula Baas, and that's going to be an easy score for Yaka, as they're in full control of this game, 12-7. That is Andrea Zentz with the score. It's a great shot from Baas. Completely sees that the field is all clustered in front of them and puts it out into space where a bunch of Yaka players are. And they get to extend their lead, 12-7 here, as we see 60 minutes on the clock in this 80-minute game. I've got one eye on this game, but I've definitely got one eye on the Moon Cup East Block game, which is 14-7 now for Moon Cup. Wild stuff over in Pool A. Here's it. You can throw the camera over there and see what's going on as East Block are trying to steady the ship. But there's already a camera crew over there, so why don't we keep our eyes here on this one. Just amazing that basically every game from the Elite Invite, okay, the camera crew had to take one game off, so there are 2 games out of the whole day that are not streamed, but almost every single game will be here for VOD. Be great stuff for coaches, I'm sure, to imbibe all this content, to scout each other, to learn about each other, and of course for fans back home to follow the action here. Iceni now trying to steady the ship. They shoot it downfield, but I think a miscommunication and a bit of a tough shot, really, as Iceni just not playing consistently. You see, that's not where the cutter was cutting towards, and she had to readjust her cutting pattern. And Yaka able to extend their lead even further with this one. Mabakandiasan. Disc stuck there. Mabakandiasan boosts it deep, but that's easily eaten up by the Iceni defense. Bit of lack of discipline there, not to go into your reset structure off the line. I think I would like to have seen that a lot quicker and not force a throw down the sideline like that. Pop pass from Iceni. Yaka again totally smothering all the cutters, making things very difficult. You see that pass errantly going a bit too high, not able to be read. Did hit the receiver in the hands, but definitely not exactly on target. Yaka with another chance. Disc swung across. Oh, just a drop there. Unfortunate for Yaka. Gift for Iceni. Let's see if they can unwrap it. Pass from power position into the hucking space, but that throw just not on. Coming out the sideline, and another turnover from this Iceni O-line. See that throw just fading IO a bit further. It's probably a Euro disc, which tend to do that a little more than Discraft. So if you practice your hucks and Discrafts all the time, you have to put a little less IO on the throws when you throw those Euro discs. Euro disc a little more stable, in my experience anyways. Okay, Yaka D-line here, pick on the field. Disc will go back. A lot of discussion, and I think that discussion was whether the pick would have affected that cut. I also thought the cutter was open before the pick happened, so I think this is the fair response. Gave it to the cutter. Round pass. Shot up the line. Nice inside pass, but just a little bit off target, and this is a real sloppy marathon point here. Whoever scores this one is going to be pretty happy about it. Oh, another errant pass, just too far, popped over the edge, and now I see Yaka have a very, very short field. pop one in if they can. I've got some news once this point finishes out about what happened in the other pool. And there, Mabakandiasan gets the point, 13-7, Iceni up, but this just in, Pool A is wrapped up, and Moon Cup beat East Block 15-8, which actually means they top the pool, even though they lost to Shout by 4. They won this one by 7, and even though East Block beat Shout by 2 themselves, they end up going to 3rd place in the pool. So Yaka, if they can hold on to 2nd place here, will have to face East Block in their quarterfinal. And Iceni, if things go the way as expected, if they come 4th in the pool, they will be facing Moon Cup in their quarterfinal, as Moon Cup have clinched Pool A. Wild stuff here at the Elite Invite.
15 seconds offense. Offense ready.
I think Box Vienna is pretty solidly in 3rd place. They will have to face BFD Shout in their quarterfinal. And Jinx, I think, in 1st place no matter what. So they, of Pool B, they will face Jet Set Leuven, the bottom of Pool A, for their quarterfinal. That'll all be tomorrow. Pretty sure we'll get quarters and semis tomorrow, and then the finals placement game on Sunday. Errant pass there. Oh, Bobby Khan, if she knew where it was coming from, she might have been able to get a hand on it, but Iceni now with it, shooting up the line, and that's going to be an easy score for Iceni as they finally stop the bleeding to make it 13-8. That's Leuven Chang with another goal to her name. You hear the shouts there. Come on, Yaka. Every point counts. They know that the ranking system is what it is. Has nothing to do with just winning.
Seconds offense.
This is the last round of the day today. We're here quite late in the evening here in Europe. Hope everyone's enjoyed coverage all day. Tomorrow morning we will wrap up pool play for the open and mixed divisions and then get started in brackets.
Start play.
Great tournament here, the Elite Invite. As the pull comes up, Yaka looking to extend their lead. Iceni trying to get another break to close it up, get some more ranking points on the board. Mabakandiasan gets a disc in the middle. Yaka throwing this zone again, and just enough pressure there. I don't know exactly what happened, but just the disc popped out of Yaka's hands, and Iceni with a great opportunity to get their 9th point on the board. Again, we're playing for ranking points here, so it doesn't matter if you win or lose. I mean, of course, that also helps, but got to fight for every point no matter what it is. A little bit underthrown there, but it still works out. That throw into space. Mabakandiasan's there, but not enough pressure for Catherine Rowland, who gets the catch. And Iceni get it 13-9. They're not done yet, folks. I think Mabakandiasan got a hand on it, but just not enough for Roland. Look at this. Oh, definitely gets a tip on it. So frustrating as a defender to get your hand on it, but then you see the disc flubber a bit and into the hands of your opposition.
Seconds offense.
Iceni will be really happy with that one. That's a break back for them. Closing this gap.
Offense ready.
Of course, if you want to see how all the rankings shake out, Monday night, 8 o'clock Central European Time, I'll be hosting a show. I'll break everything down for you in all 3 divisions. Definitely curious to see where Yaka and East Block land, as they hadn't played. Also Jinx, they hadn't played prior to this weekend. And there, another mistake from Yaka. That looked down to me, and yes, it is down. And Iceni with another short field. It's not what you want from Yaka, if you're Yaka. Ooh, nicely collected there by Tessa Yelling. Shot into the end zone. Mondio reads it perfectly, though. And Yaka with the disc back in the hands of the red Nwazina Sek women. Mondio with a powerful fake. She sees nothing. Eventually pops it around, and that's going to be a turn, whether it was a stall out or not. And Iceni do punch this one in, but there's going to be a call. I think something's coming back. I think a stall out was called, or an injury was called. I think a retracted stall out is being called. You see the coaches there calling, okay, that fast break worked, but now that things are a bit more settled, let's go to our end zone play and play out of our structure. Let's see, Iceni, how do they set up? Isolating a handler. And then about 3 people cutting at the same time. I'm doubting that's exactly what the coach drew up, but things working well. Up line pass, and that's too far for Iceni. A bit chaotic of an end zone play, if that's what they were going for. It doesn't work out for them. Yaka with a chance here to extend their lead, get it to 14-9. Points getting a little sloppier here at the end of the day. 3rd game of the day for these women. And I'm sure they're all getting hungry for dinner. It's all almost 8 o'clock. Don't know if they ate before this or if they're going to eat after, but I'm hungry. I haven't had my dinner yet. Yeah, the blade shot over the top for Boss. They collected well. They boost it into the end zone. What a shot. I think that's Rodriguez again. The 2nd time Boss and Rodriguez match up for an amazing shot. Works out perfectly. Beautiful shot from Boss. And it is 14-9 in favor of Yaka over Iceni. This blade shot, Boss just takes it down well. And this inside-out backhand. Great stuff from Yaka. Getting down to the end of the day here. 76 minutes on the clock in this 80-minute round. But more importantly, Yaka up 14-9. The clock doesn't actually matter anymore. It will be a game to 15 no matter what. So it'll either be a heroic comeback from Iceni, or Yaka can close it out in this next point. You see both teams doing a good job of shutting down, well, not shutting down, but limiting the stats leader of the other team. Fiquan only having 2 assists so far this game, and Maria Castillo, who was a big stats leader for Yaka, only getting 1 goal to her name so far. So we do see the Yaka coming back out in this wall zone. It's been pretty effective. It doesn't really generate a lot of pressure on the handlers, but what it does is force a lot of throws. And given Iceni's inconsistency so far this game, one of those throws tends to be a turn eventually. But we do see Yaka come out of that throw, out of that zone into match defense now. Nice shot there into Han Leong. Another upline pass there for Kat Pope. Pope shoots into the end zone, and that is another score for Iceni. So that is 14-10. As Iceni try to close the gap, get as many points as possible. Yaka hoping to score it out. Iceni hoping to close the gap. We'll see what happens with this Iceni D-line. Yaka have been giving them a few more chances here later in the game, so if you're Iceni, I think you do want to keep coming out with some of these zone looks to limit their pull plays, because they have such good throwers that if you, Yaka does, if you just put match defense on, I think that allows a chance for a very easy score, because I think that some of Yaka's cutters are a bit more dominant athletically downfield than Iceni's defenders have been, whereas these zones have been what have been forcing the turns. So if I was Coach Rabbits, I'd definitely be throwing one of these zones out here. We'll see what he has in store for us. I do see him looking towards Yaka a lot, so maybe he's talking about matchups, which might suggest a person look here. But we'll have to see. Pull up from Iceni. That one's going to be out of bounds, and Palabas will brick it for Yaka. Horizontal stack look from Yaka as Iceni are going person to person. See Yaka cutting, but that one just off the hands, and it does work out. See Yaka there was cutting from the outside rails. A lot of people initiate their host stack from the inside cutters. Yaka doing the complete opposite there. Did generate a good separation cut, but throw dropped. And Iceni trying to score a break here. Nice pass under. Throw around. Inside grab from Babikian as she runs through. Gets it. There is a cutter downfield all alone. Boss blades it, and another drop for Yaka. I think that's Castillo with the drop. She might have had the first one as well. Not the easiest blade to catch, but Palabas comes running through and rescues their team to give them a chance for the win again. Now Yaka with a much shorter field here, working from half. Pass up to Boss. Boss puts it around to the side. Lots of space, lots of time, and this one will be caught by Castillo as Palabas, Castillo, and the Yaka Red offense win it 15-10 over Iceni. I believe that will put them, if I will see here, locked into second place. That is correct, meaning that Yaka will play East Block in quarters tomorrow. Iceni will have to play Moon Cup, and the other quarterfinal matchups will be Box Vienna versus BFD Shout and Jinx Midnight versus Jet Set Leuven. We'll see those games tomorrow, but for now, we'll wrap things up here on Solid Sport. It's been a great day for Elite Invite, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Wat? Zal dat met dames?